What's up everybody? All my 3 viewers on YouTube, welcome. This video is about deadlift platform. I've been deadlifting for a long time now and I haven't got a freaking platform to lift on. I've just been using rubber mats and stuff like that. So I thought it's about time I got busy and made an actual proper platform. Who knows, maybe it'll help me lift more weight or something like that. Alright, so I'm just going to show you, today I'm going to show you all the parts that I'm going to use and cut and make into the platform, and sort of description of how it's all going to go together and my thought process. And I'm not going to show like how to cut everything and instructions, mainly because like I've got no editing skills whatsoever. So I'm going to do a part 1 video, which is this one, and then part 2 will be the finished product with me explaining a bit more about that. But there are plenty of DIY deadlift platform YouTube videos already, and I've gone through a ton of them, and there's some really good ones on there. And if you go through a few of them, you'll sort of figure out what things to maybe avoid and just get some good tips and ideas. So I'll just show you all the parts that I have, starting with the plywood. So this is the plywood I'm going to use for the top, and I've marked it there. I'm going to cut down there, and that will be the center of the platform. Also, I'm going to put a few coats of this polyurethane on it as well, so make it stain resistant. And it's 9mm thick, and that's going to match this mat here that I have. I got off a friend who owns a gym, and he was moving gyms, and he was actually getting rid of some of the flooring, and he gave this to me, so that was real nice of him. So shout out to Alan Orr, he's a good guy. He also has a YouTube channel. So I'm going to be cutting this into 3 pieces, 2 parts for the deadlift platform, and 1 part left over for just general flooring. And this will be the base. This is MDF, sort of a particle board thingy. It's actually quite dense stuff, so I think that'll make a really good base for it. Plus I think it stays flatter than actual plywood. Some plywood can actually warp, I've noticed, so it might create an uneven surface. So I think this stuff will actually stay a lot flatter. Alright, so that's all the parts. So the overall thickness will be 21mm, which isn't crazily thick, but I think it'll be thick enough. I'm not deadlifting world records or anything. And just briefly, I'm going to use some glue to join the layers together, and some screws. I'm going to put those through I don't know if you can see them, I'll put those through the rubber mat, because I figured with the rubber matting, I'm going to glue it, but I figure when you put the weight down on it, or control the weight coming down and it hits the mats, it may get a little bounce and it would want to push the mat out of position, even though I've glued it. So this is just a safeguard in case the glue isn't enough for that. So I'm going to put some screws just around the edges of the black rubber mat. Whereas the center, I'm just going to glue the center, and that shouldn't ever move. So that's my idea, that's my theories on how to do it. Width, the entire platform width will be 1.70 meters, because the mat, the flooring that I got, that's the width of that. So I'm going to make it match that. And length, it's going to be just over 2.2 meters. I think it's 2.24 or something. So I have a decent length, which will be awesome for when you're putting weights on the bar. I won't have to like stand the weight on a concrete and then slide it onto the bar. It'll be on a mat as I'm putting it on. That's a stupid problem I've had before. Oh yeah, so that's my spiel. Kind of boring, but you know, part 2 should be interesting, because it should be pretty exciting, because I'll have a deadlift platform by then, and I can show you. I'll do a few reps on it and stuff, show it off, and yeah, I'll actually later on I'll want to attach some band pegs to it as well, but that'll be the next part after. Alright, cheers for watching, guys. And remember, stay strong, and if you're not strong, then get strong.